Okay. Okay. Nice deck. Yeah. I'm going to keep this, but, ugh. Okay. All right. A 2-drop. I'll take it. I mean, it's maybe our worst one in this spot, but I'll take it. Gives us something to put this on. Oh, we're rocking now. Now we got 2, 3, 4. Okay. I mean, this is part of the upside, though, is if you draft solid, even if you get a crappy deck, sometimes you just put together a reasonable curve and at least you can do something, right? You get to play Magic at least. I mean, my cards obviously aren't very powerful. These cards, at least. And we got nice to get Daxos in the last game, even though I didn't exactly maximize on his abilities. Still, I'm going to play this Laganaban Elder, and I'm probably going to Aqueous form it up and a turn or two and start beating him down with it and just hope that it sticks. I'm actually going to do it now, I think. I got to decide if I want to Fate Foretold it, and I think I do. Can't kill it right now. Okay. Yeah, let's get some Aqueous form going here and try to get some better cards. And we do have like high value, good high cards in the deck. And we just need to dig for them, especially with this junker. He says he loves the shows, but after seeing this, he might change his mind. Too funny. All right, scry one. Let's see what we let's try to get a little value going here. This definitely isn't going to last forever, so. Oh, of course you can. Oh, you're already in another clan, that's why. Okay, so take 4 damage. We've already played our lands for the turn here. I like that we have a little bit of insurance here with Fate Foretold, though, on our Elder. Because that way, even if it dies, at least we get a card back out of it at this point, which is nice. The Breaching Hippocamp is going to do what it does. It's just sort of depressing. It'll probably trade for this or something at some point. And here's an Asp that we can ignore for the time being. Sort of. Yeah, this could get rough. That'll help. Go ahead. So, a few ways that we can win here. Not that many, though. I'm going to take this. He's got a Nemesis. Oh, Goliath, yeah. So we're pretty dead here. Whatever. And we have an Elmer. So the trample is going to be a huge issue here. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, he's going to, if he hits his land drop, he's going to have the ability to activate this. This is going to come in. He can just kind of attack with everything. So I'm just going to play Elmer and say go. Sad, but better than death. I mean, these two, since he hit his land, are must blocks. And if we only put a 1 toughness creature on this, then these are must blocks as well. So, yeah, not a great spot. I think he only has attacks here and here, though, this turn. Oh, no, I'm wrong. All right, so this seems like the easy choice. And then I think I'm going to block like this so that we take minimum. And make sure that this dies so we can draw a card. Just, I don't know, try to hit something. I honestly don't even know we could really grab here, but... Alright, so we go to 2, but we get rid of a bunch of his guys. This is where we needed that divine verdict. If we had that, we would be actually just fine. But as it stands, we're just dead. Like he's just going to get to attack us to death with this thing. Well, he's going to let us eat Flesh Mad Steed for free, though, so that's nice. Man, if we had that verdict there, he would just be in a pretty bad spot. I'll pass a turn, but he's made it abundantly clear that he will be attacking. He doesn't... I mean, not that I blame him on this board state, but on the other one, he definitely has just said, nah, we're just shipping everybody in every turn. As he does here. All right, so do we have any way that we can do anything here? We're going to try to stymie some hopes. There's no doubt about that. This guy might be good, too, against him. I mean, this is the type of card that I really don't want to take out, but like we just didn't see enough targets for, so I have to be a little aggressive with that here, I think. All right, we're going to play first, and it can't mulligan this one. It does lose to some things, but it's also pretty reasonable. Whenever you have these two together, well, they're pretty happy. Oh, it looks like he might have actually just been on our left. Or on our right, actually. Well, this draw keeps getting better. I mean, we're going to be all in on Wingsteed Rider, but if it gets there... Steed Ho. We're going to be attacking for a ton next turn. 4 in the air, plus it's going to have huge toughness bump as well. I guess he could just have the removal spell. If he has that, which one would I rather not? Let's just assume that he has, what's it called? Shredding Winds. If that's the case, I think I'd rather just have a Breaching Hippocamp here. So let's just attack. It doesn't seem likely that he could have 7 cards in hand and nothing else. He's taking on pretty big risk here by hoping that I don't have a God's Willing, but I don't have a God's Willing, so. Okay. And there it is. Oh, it's a Boon Satyr. Oh. Well, the old rares. Hard to play around those. That's interesting. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Breaching Hippocamp here and use it as a removal spell on the Boon Satyr. Because the Breaching Hippocamp's going to be it's going to have a hard time getting through anything on the ground anyway. And Reaper of the Wilds post-combat. Okay. So let's go Ordeal. Now we can actually get this thing going with no risk. Well, I mean, not no risk, but this turn at least. So hit you for 100. Gain a bunch of life. And say your move. So now it's bigger than an Asp. So if that's his plan for this turn, then we can battle that effectively. He's doesn't really have a way to race us, so he's going to need to find a removal spell that can kill this thing pronto. Acolyte. All right, so he's going to try to go big. Phalanx Leader's interesting, but we're definitely just going to Horizon Scholar here. Yeah, let's just run it out there. Put 9 power in the air here. Plains Elder. No, I don't want either of these. I'm pretty aggressive about this, but I think we can ship those away pretty readily. I mean, with Phalanx Leader, we really just want something that targets. Additionally, if I could just find something like a God's Willing, I'd be really, really happy about that too. Thanks to the 10 life from Ordeal, we can just take this, not even worry about it. Ooh, he's going to gain a bunch here, though. 4 life gained. Okay. But we get to hit him for 9 and then no follow-up play. Well, that sucks, but that is the play. We're still at 22, and we have, let's see, 2 lethal threats in the air now. So things looking quite good for us here. Let's say printed overrun or something and didn't tell me about it. We should be in good shape here. Here's a leader. His deck is sweet. Boon Satyr, Reaper of the Wilds. Nice. Not going to lie. A little bit jealous. All right, let's see if we can come up with if he comes up with anything here. Let's see if he plays another Disciple. It's 2, 4, 5, 6 life, puts him back up to 9. That puts him dead in the air. He could play a Disciple plus a Snake pretty easily. Disciple, tap out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he could tap for 6, so he could play a Snake or something like that. He's not realistically going to be able to kill us this turn. So yeah, I think we're in a really good spot. Interestingly, Breaching Hippocamp actually would have been pretty good until this Acolyte came down. I mean, if he attacks with this, I attack him for 3 back, and this it actually trades for a Nylea's Disciple, which is pretty reasonable. The downside on this is that the 2 toughness. So sometimes they just have random Flesh Mad Steed, and you're trading off your 4-drop for their Flesh Mad Steed, and then just hate your life. And so that's why I'll usually pretty aggressively try to trade off my Hippocamp. Awesome. That's funny. Oh, you're already in another clan. Everybody is. By the way, we're waiting for our opponent here, so I'll just be right back. All right, he's back. Let's see what he can come up with here. Well, he's going to kick things off with an attack. It's his style. I like it. He's sticking with what works. No blocks. Okay, so he's gonna fight our guys. He's gonna gain 3, so he's gonna be at 6 here, and he's gonna lose his Reaper. Okay, so that's a good one. We have draws. Ooh, Aqua's Form will do it. Yes, because that will actually get this guy through and make this to 5. So even though he's at 6, yeah, we should be able to win right now. He's tapped out, sort of. If he has another time to feed, then he can live. We still get a draw step, though. Or he doesn't look like he has it. Now we just draw everything. Okay. So, evened it up. Drew some of our good cards late, not early, but we're able to hang in there. Annul and Ray of Dissolution. Did you change much? I mean, we saw, what's it called? The rare guy there, and he's an issue. Just don't know that we want to sit on Ray of Dissolution just praying that he casts a guy like that. I think we just don't. Yeah. I think our plan is get there. Like, basically draw the top half of our deck. And this is a good start for that. Not a great start, but if we draw a couple of creatures between now and like turn 4, we'll be pretty happy with this opener. I'm probably just going to have to run that Phalanx Leader out there, jam Ordeal, and start beating down. Crack that thing. What are you going to get? Are you splashing anything? Or just going to get a swamp or a forest? Forest, all right. I don't have a choice here. So he's exposed. Unfortunately, we've drawn our 2 most expensive creatures to go along with him, which is unfortunate. And that's bad, too. In fact, it's bad enough that I think we do nothing here. Yeah. If I play the Ordeal, it doesn't really do anything. I can't attack him. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to attack him here. So what I want to do is build out my board a bit and then play Ordeal on him, or maybe even just throw it on something else. All right, this might help, though. This does help. That was actually a pretty sweet draw. Like, not the best possible, but pretty good. It's going to allow us to build our board out a bit here. Tap this guy down. Play Ordeal. Get some counters going on 2 different creatures now. So we actually have a threat that we can throw away into a Baleful Eidolon and not care about as much. And attack. So, not a bad sequence for us. Not an amazing one either. But we can cash this thing in whenever. I think he's just going to attack with one of them. That's fine. planning on just sending in with this guy. He's going to get rid of the Phalanx Leader right now. Okay, well, this isn't too bad for us, actually, because now he's stuck on mana, and we have 2 Horizon Scholars on the way, and that's pretty nice. I think he wants to trade here. Do I want him to trade here? Yeah, I think I do. Ooh, he didn't trade. That's kind of nice for us, actually. Having no play here is somewhere between miserable and awful, but having 2 Horizon Scholars to follow up is going to be really nice. And yeah, this is his turn 4 play. It's a Flesh Mad Steed. I'm pretty happy with that, too. He will trade this off, though. The question is, do I want him to? The answer is no, I think. So Scholar. Any lands are going away. Man, I could even make a case for shipping these away, too. Pegasus is definitely going away. It's not doing anything. Hippocamp. Hippocamp, I think I can draw here and not feel too horrible about it. Okay, so there's a Shredding Winds. He does it pre-combat. That's going to tap down the Steed, and we are going to attack with this now, because I wouldn't mind getting rid of this Eidolon. But in the meantime, Horizon Scholar number 2 on the way. I think he's going to block eventually here. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. So, this is going to be it. Horizon Scholar or bust. Or if we find like a Daxos or something. Scholar. Chosen. Yeah, I'll keep the Chosen. That seems fine to me. Because the Chosen's, we have plenty of mana, we're flooded anyway, so the Chosen will make our creature marginally better. Either this one or this one, depending on what we want. Oh man, Shredding Winds number 2. Yikes. Alright, well. I'm not going to fuss around. I'm going to play our Hippocamp right now, and I'm going to Chosen by Heliod it up. Double Shredding Winds against our double Horizon Scholar draw could be lights out for us here. Ooh. Ooh. That could be good. I think we're going to probably get him. He's got 1 million cards in hand, so for sure he's got 5 drops. Oh, the worst possible luck. How unlucky. Ooh. Yeah, I don't mind if I do. Tap this thing down, because I'd be perfectly fine if he chump blocked with his Karametra's Acolyte, because that's making my Stymied Hopes just kind of bad. And it's just preventing a lot of good things from happening. At some point, I'm going to have to fire off Stymied Hopes just to get a scry out of it. If this is... no, it's not. Okay. Harbor Colossus. Good. Goodness sakes. Still had an extra mana, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to need to draw something really nice here. Don't know if I have it. Yeah, Vaporkin's not it. Vaporkin's not even really castable here, unfortunately. Yep, I think he's got us here. So he's going to be able to fire off the monstrosity on this next turn and do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, do lethal to us. If I play Vaporkin, he just gets to kill it for free, so that doesn't do anything. If I sit back, he just attacks with Arbor Colossus anyway and hits us for 9. So, yeah, I think he's got us. Yeah, the life gain was huge. We had him on a 2-turn clock the other way, and we could have drawn like a creature or something, but now we're just dead. Because we don't really have any way to interact with this card. And he can just tap this thing to monstrous it too. Yeah, take 9. His deck is insane, by the way. He has Arbor Colossus, and remember he also has a Boon Satyr and a Reaper of the Wilds. That's sick. I have. Just doesn't happen very often. And that's going to do it. All right. So I like the fight that we put up. I think we made pretty close to the best out of what was ultimately a pretty mediocre deck. Played some junkers in there for sure, but had a nice high end on it too. Daxos and a Wingsteed Rider plus like an Elmer's, pretty good. So not too bad. But we ran into what's ultimately not a great matchup, but also just a vastly superior deck. I mean, his deck just on raw power level was way above ours at every stage. I mean, his bombs were better than ours and matched up well. And on top of that, his lower level cards were much better. You know, Baleful Eidolon is better than almost anything we were doing in the early stages. So it goes sometimes. I like his deck better than ours. If you guys want to send any feedback, email, or just say hi or whatever, limitedresourcespodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's a really good way to just say what up, that kind of thing. And that's Marshall_LR. Same thing on Magic Online. If you want to join the clan, you just send me a message like you saw the people do here during the video, and I'll get you a clan invite. We've got, 3 million people in the clan now. Let's do a check. I haven't done this in a while. Clans. We are at 3232. Nice. So tons of people. If you want to be another member of the clan, just send me a message and I'll get you an invite. The only 2 rules, you know them. You love Magic and you're not a jerk. Very simple. For all things limited resources, lrcast.com is where you find them. Guys, we'll see you next week.